Are used to test for what? No one knows yet. As the infection spread like pores, bacteria, virus, and toxin parasite, the constant procession of experts parading across the screens of the cable news network brought no new answers. Then the power started to go out and stores began to close. Suddenly, this is getting really grim. People were abandoning their jobs and pulling their extended families together. Supply chains started to break down as crucial resources like gas became scarce. Food is still widely available, but the government has warned that rationing may not be far off. Some entire cities fell the infection and were abandoned. Nearby cities were most likely to fall. Baltimore, Newark, and Harrisburg fell in the first month. Some of Washington, D.C. is protected by a massive quarantine zone, but most of the outer suburbs are empty. Many of the larger cities on the East Coast followed a similar pattern, establishing safe zones in part of the city while abandoning other parts to be infected. For example, in New York City, anyone with any signs of being infected was sent to Staten Island. Massive barricades were built on all the bridges, and so far the other 4 boroughs seem to be uninfected. Any attempt to find a pattern in the infection of cities has been a bust. In Texas, Dallas, and San Antonio were hit hard, while Austin and Houston escaped mostly unscathed. Now, 6 months after the first outbreak, things have mostly stabilized. Smaller safe zones have begun to spring up, policed by local law enforcement or loosely organized militias. Many smaller towns have been abandoned as residents pack in nearby safe zones. So far, you have been pretty lucky. A locally policed safe zone sprang up in your town shortly after the government released the testing devices. Your close family has all made it into safe zones. Some of your extended family has been out of touch. You fear the worst, but with the random blackouts and loss of communications infrastructure, it has been impossible to know for sure. Your job has actually been looking up since the outbreak. With people randomly quitting or just disappearing, your manager gave you a sizable bonus for sticking around. Other than missing out on that vacation you've been planning, your life hasn't actually changed that much until today. Are you recording me?
I am.
The radio in your car switches off abruptly, cutting some singer off mid-warble as you pull the key out of the ignition and step out of your car. Work was fine, but you're glad to be home. You pull your coat a little closer, trying to shrug off the cool, damp breeze that teases you with the promise of an evening rainstorm. As you walk to your front door, you notice a small package waiting for you. A brief, puzzled expression flashes across your face. Most mail orders fell apart after the outbreak. The Postal Service usually only delivers 1 day a week now, and anyway, you're not expecting any packages. You quickly pick up the package as the first raindrops start to fall and duck inside. Once inside, you remove your coat and inspect the package. The package is about the size of a paperback, with plain brown wrapping paper. There's no return address, only a postmark from Colorado Springs. You rack your brain but can't think of anyone you know who lives there. Even more curious now, you tear the wrapping off the package to discover a small box. Your boss is in there. He's been shrunk.
Really?
Inside the box is a brand new iPhone 5. You try turning on and the phone springs to life. Clearly, someone has already used this phone as it asks you to verify your Touch ID with a fingerprint. You put your thumb on the sensor and practically drop the phone when it responds with identity confirmed, stand by for important message. The screen goes suddenly blank. Then it's suddenly black, actually. Not blank, black. Then just as quickly words form on the screen in green letters. We need your help. We are close to discovering the cause of this outbreak. To prove your skills and unlock more information, determine the missing value with the following code. 1, X, 2, 1, 3, -1, 4, -3, -5, -3, 5, -5. What could it be?
All right.
What could it be?
What could it be? So, do you think you can figure?
I think I can figure this out. I think it's actually 3. Let's enter this. Correct! The phone goes blank again, and you worry that you made a mistake in putting the data. You begin to double check your work, but are interrupted when the phone again comes to life with green text. Input accepted. We are a branch of the DoD investigating the outbreak and need your skills. This mission is top secret. If you accept, you will have to leave town immediately and travel to NORAD in Colorado Springs. This may be a one-week trip. Do not expect to return home. You will receive more information on a need-to-know basis. Do you accept this mission? Please input 1 for yes, 0 for no. Because, of course, technology isn't advanced enough to input YES or NO. We have to use binary.
Okay. I typed in 1 for you because I want to see you who do your best on the rest of the simulation. I guess I can call it. Is this really a simulation?
Not really. It's more like a text adventure.
Yeah.
The phone goes blank again, and no matter what combination of buttons you hit, there are buttons on an iPhone 5?
Really?
The phone ignores your input and stays dark. You stare at the phone for a few moments before putting it down. Sinking back into the couch, the weight of the decision you just made begins to hit you. The prospect of leaving everyone you know, leaving your job, abandoning your home, and driving out of the city of the quarantine zone is daunting. But if there is a chance that you could help to end this nightmare... ... ellipse. Newly energized... Really? Newly energized, you jump off the couch and quickly pack as much as you can into your car. 2 suitcases full of clothing. You need 2 suitcases full of that. All your camping gear. Why camping? Extra food and water. Extra? And a first aid kit. Well, that makes more sense, but are you really gonna... Whatever. Fill up the trunk of your car. You have to think carefully about what else to put in the passenger area of the car, because since you know that people with full cars have been getting robbed as they travel between safe zones. With the trunk full, you decide to pack some essentials in a backpack. Rain gear, fleece jacket, flashlight, matches, another mini first aid kit, some iodine tablets for purifying water, and a Leatherman multi-tool seem to do it. I don't even know what that is. But also, okay, whatever. I'm not really gonna argue about that. It's kind of okay. My mouth is gonna be really dry after doing this. I really should get some water. After a few more seconds thought, you grab all your important documents, passport, birth certificate, etc., seal them in a plastic bag, and stuff them in the backpack. Your laptop and a briefcase goes in the back seat along with the backpack. You pause on the threshold of your home, one hand on the doorknob, thinking about everything you're leaving behind. You grab the mysterious phone off the table and put it in your pocket. Finally, wait, you grab the phone! Out of all the things you could have grabbed, you grab the phone. Finally, you go to the small safe in the garage and take out the old Army 1911 pistol your grandfather gave you before he died.
Wow, really?
What? You've only ever had 1 magazine and you don't keep extra ammunition. Why don't you if you have a 1911 pistol?
What is a 1911 pistol anyway?
Whatever. Considering the 7 rounds you have now and the hundreds of zombie-infested miles between you and NORAD, this seems like a big mistake. Well, why don't you put it back then? Returning to the car, you put the phone and gun in the glove box and lock it. This reminds you that you didn't lock the door. Go back inside, turn off the gas and water, and lock all the doors. Who knows, maybe you will make it back and you do other stuff. Why are you turning off the gas and water? Are you like, oh, better save the economy while I'm going off on a mission to save the world?
Yay. Economy for the win.
Better save nature after we've been zombie infested. As you start the car and pull out into the street, the low gas light comes on. Oh, come on! You stop at the nearest gas station, well, the only one left in town that still gets regular deliveries. As you pull up to the pump, you notice a handwritten sign that says prepay inside for all purposes. 150% increase on all gas sales. Next delivery not for another week. Why are you even putting this on your signs? Like, people wouldn't notice. You know that usually it takes about $40 to fill up your car. As you walk up to the grumpy-looking clerk, you do a clerk. You do a quick calculation. How much would $40 worth of gas cost with a 150% markup?
Okay, let me just get this straight. 150%. That means gas costs 2.5 times what it normally would. People wouldn't buy gas like that unless they desperately needed it.
Yeah, well,
so
he kind of desperately needs it.
So
I'm gonna say $140.
140?
140.
But
No,
I don't think so.
Am I wrong? Hold on, let me check. 250 maybe? Or am I even more wrong? I'm even more wrong, aren't I? 2.5 times as much. I feel bad being this horrible at math on camera. I'm usually much better than this. Let's see. Let's start off with 100.
Try it and see if it works.
Oh, well, at least you're not telling me I'm doing bad now. Alright, you're good, growls the clerk. But the meter and the pump don't work no more. Anymore. You're not Southern, apparently. You paid for 11 gallons, you'd better only take 11 gallons. Here, you can use this to measure, he says, as he tosses an old 2-liter bottle at you. But this isn't even the same type of measure. At least you're good at math. You begin. And why is that quotation mark not this? Never mind.